Welcome to e-learning program of Model International School Hiswa. Once again, this is Asif, your maths teacher, present before you to solve a couple of questions of exercise 7b. Prior to this video, we have already solved questions from 1 till 12. Now today's video lecture we are going to solve from question number 12 to 24. Means among these questions we are going to solve a questions with the help of that concept. You can easily solve all the questions. So friends, here we have taken question number 13 first. So question number 13 says, find two consecutive positive odd integer whose sum is 76. Very simple question. First, to make sure about two consecutive. What does mean by consecutive? Consecutive means successive. Successive means lagatar, continuously. One thing, and the second thing is here integer. Odd, positive odd integer. And integers are, as you can know about the integers, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, minus 1, minus 2 and 0. These are all the integers, but we are talking about the positive odd integer. So here the positive integer is the positive odd integer, positive odd integer. That means we can say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, ... so on. These are the positive odd integer. Let me understand. First, you please attentively please look at attentively, friends, because it's very important question. This type of questions you will face this type of questions much more. So if you once understand, there is no problem at all. So please have a look. Now odd integers. Here is the odd integer. What is the relation in between each and every two integers? Yes, the relation is there is gap as 2. In between two odd integers, 2 gaps. Here is also 2 gap. Suppose 1 is the first odd positive integer. If we add 2 to it, we will get the next consecutive odd integer 3. 1 plus 2, 3. If we add 2 to this 3, we will get the next consecutive odd integer, means 3 plus 2, 5. If we want to get the next consecutive integer, then we have to add 2 to this 5. 5 plus 2, 7. Similarly, 7 plus 2, 9. That means we can say, suppose 1 is odd integer, then another consecutive integer is 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. Suppose if we first odd integer is x, then the another next integer, consecutive integer, is x plus 2, because 2 is added to every previous odd integer to get the next integer which are consecutive. Okay, now see, let us suppose two consecutive integer, positive integer, first x and the second one is x plus 2. Okay, and now the second statement says the whose sum is, whose matlab sum of these two odd consecutive integer 76. So according to the questions, x plus 2 is equal to 76. Then x, remove the bracket, x plus 2, x plus x, 2x, is the 2 is equal to 76. Now 2x is equal to 76 minus 2, because we will bring 2 to the right hand side with the negative sign. So 76. So 76 2x as it is. 76 minus 2, 74. Here have a look. This is x. 2x is equal to, now x is equal to 74 divided by 2. If we divide 74 by 2, we will get x is equal to 37. Okay, 37 is the first number. Okay, now the second one is x plus 2. Now we have to put the value of x instead of this x. So x plus 2 can be written as 37. X value 37 plus 2, 39. So this is the second number. First number is here and second number is here. Okay, now the answer is 37, 39. If we check the sum of these two numbers is yes 76, and this is odd positive integer, this is odd positive integer, and these are the consecutive positive odd integer, and the sum of these two number becomes yes 76. This is okay, and this is the final answer. I hope you will get. Now see students, question number 17 says Sumitra has 34 rupees in 50 paise and 25 paise coins. If the number of 25 paise coins is twice the number of 50 paise coins, how many coins of each kind does she have? Now first let us consider number of 50 paise, or we can consider as number of 25 paise. It is up to you. Now we consider as let number of 50 paise coins is x is equal to x. Okay, now total rupees in 50 paise coins, we can write the total rupees of 50 paise coins means 50 multiplied by x and divided by 100, or either total paise in 50 paise coins means, or only directly multiply 50 multiplied by x 50x, or if you change in rupees then divide by 100 becomes x by 2 rupees. Okay, this is the total rupees of 50 paise coins. मतलब 50-50 पैसे कॉइन को जोड़कर कितने रुपीज आए x by 2, जबकि x क्या है नंबर ऑफ 50 पैसे कॉइन्स है. नाउ सी द टोटल रुपीज इन 25 पैसे. टोटल रुपी ये टोटल पैसे फाइंड कर लीजिए. पैसे टोटल पैसे इन 25 पैसे कॉइन्स, यानी 25 पैसे कॉइन्स का टोटल कितने पैसे होंगे. सिमिलरली दिस इज 34. टोटल अमाउंट कितना था 34 माइनस, क्योंकि मुझे वी हैव टू लुक फॉर द 25 पैसे rupees. Okay, this is x by 2. We have to subtract x by 2 from 34, but x by 2 is the total amount of 50 paise. Okay, this is why we are going to find the 25 paise coins, means we have to subtract the 50 paise coins. Now if you multiply 100 with these numbers, you will get the amount in paise. Now 34 minus x by 2 multiplied by 100 is the total paise in 25 coins. Okay, now the number of 25 paise coins. Number of 25 paise coins means that this paise is divided by 25. Number of 25. Okay, suppose 25 paise coins means 4 times, means 100 paise. 100 paise. How many 25 coins? 4. Why 4? Because is 25 is divided by, if 100 is divided by 25, we will get 4. This 4 gives us the number of 25 paise coins, means number of 425. Number of 25 paise coins is 4. So similarly, if we divide this paise by 25, we will get the number of 25 paise coins. Means number of 25 paise coins is this is 4. 25 4 is 100. We will get 34 minus x by 2 multiplied by 4. Now 4 is going to multiply with 34. So 4 multiplied 34 minus. This 4 is also multiplied by x by 2. So 2 2 ja 4. So 2 multiplied by x, yani 2x. Now this number, this 4 multiplied by 34 minus 2x is the total number of 25 paise coins. Okay. Now here the second statement says here, if the number of 25 paise coins is twice the number of 50 paise coins. Here according to the question says number of 25 paise coins. Here the number of 25 paise coins is equal to twice the number of 50 paise coin. Okay, 2 times of 50 paise coin is x. So 2 times according to the question. This is 4 multiplied by 34 as it is. Now this is 2x as it is. Now we will bring minus 2x to the right hand side with the opposite sign. Here the plus and 2x, here the 2x. 2x plus 2x is the 4x. 4x is equal to 4 multiplied by 34. Now x is equal to 4 multiplied by 34 divided by 4. 4 will get cancelled. Hence x is equal to 34. And 34 is the first answer, which is 50 paise coins. 50 paise coins is 34. Now we will find the number of coins of 25. The number of coins is here 25. Now if we will put the value of x instead of here x, now here number of 25 paise coins is 4 multiplied by 34. This is minus 2 multiplied by here is the 34. Okay, take the LCM of 34. No, sorry, bring out the 34 as a common. Here the 4 minus 2. 34 multiplied by this is 2. 34 to the 68. This is the number of 25 paise coins. 68 is the number of 25 paise coins and 34 is the number of 50 paise coins. These two are answer. Okay, I hope you will understand. Now see students, question number 20 says the ages of Sonal and Manoj are in ratio 7:5. 10 years hence the ratio of their ages will be 9:7. Find their present ages. Very simple question. First, now see, here is the first two men. Here is the two persons here, the Sonal and Manoj, and the Sonal's age is here 7. The ages of Sonal and Manoj are in 7:5. Here now let us consider Sonal's present age is 7x. The first is here the first, the 7x, and the Manoj's present age is 5x. Okay, now here is the first statement is here, the 10 years hence means after 10 years. 10 years hence means after 10 years. Now the after 10 years Sonal's age, it is usually the age of Sonal is increased by 10 after 10 years from present age. Present age is 10x. Suppose present age of Sonal is 20 years. Then after 10 years, what will be the age? Yes, 12 plus 10 means 30. That means increased by 10. So we can write the Sonal's age is present age is 7x plus 10 after 10 years. Okay, this is 7x plus 10 is the Sonal's age after 10 years. Then Manoj's is 5x plus 10. Okay, now according to the question says the ratio of their ages after 10 years, 10 year hence, the ratio of their ages means after 10 years, both of the ages, both of the ratios of the ages is to 9:7. So after 10 years, this is the Sonal's is 2. After 10 years, Manoj is 2 is equal to 9:7. So this could be written as, because this could be written as, this is 7x plus 10 divided by 5x plus 10 is equal to 9/7. Now after cross multiplication, 7 multiplied by 7x plus 10, 7 multiplied by 7. This could be written as 7 7 ja 49x plus 7 10 ja 70 is equal to 9 multiplied by 5x, then 9 multiplied by 10, 9 multiplied by 5x, 9 5 ja 45x plus 9 multiplied by 10, 90. Okay, here 49x as it is, we will bring this minus 45x, 90 as it is, here minus 70 is there. Okay, now this is 5x 40, because the 45 minus 49 minus 45, this is x, here is the x. Okay, this is 4x and this is 20. Now x is equal to 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5. So the value of x is 5. Remember, now we have to find the present age of Sonal. Sonal is here. Now if we multiply Sonal's age, okay, Sonal's present age is equal to 7x. We can write the Sonal's present 7x, 7 multiplied by, here is the 5, means 35 years. Okay, first answer. Now Manoj's present age, you have to write over here, present age of Manoj is equal to, here the 5x. Now this 5 multiplied by, here is the value of 5, here 5, this is 25 years. This answer is 35. Answers are 35 and 25. This is your answer. I hope you will get. Now see friends, question number 23. In an examination, a student requires 40% of the total marks to pass. If Rupa gets 185 marks and fails by 15 marks, find the total marks. Let us understand one by one. Here in an examination, there is an examination. during the examination, a students requires 40% marks to pass out of total. Suppose let the total marks is X. Okay. Now the 40% of this total means the pass marks, that is the requirement of the candidate, of the students. So here is the one candidate is Rupa, and Rupa got 85 marks, which is she failed and she fails by 15 marks. If we add this 15 to 185, means secure marks, means pass marks. And one statement is already discussed over here, is the 40% of the total, X plus 40% means X into 40 by 100, this is the pass marks. And if the 15 is added to this marks, 185 plus 15, this is also the pass marks. This is also the pass marks in percentage. This is also pass marks in number. So that means this number and these two things should be equal. Okay, this is why the concept of this question. Now hence see, first let us suppose the total marks is X. Now according to the question, requires 40% of the total marks. So 40% of the total marks means X multiplied by 40 by 100 is equal to, this is the pass marks, but 85 is Rupa got the 85 marks and she failed by 15, means if you add 15 to 85 becomes, this is the pass marks, this is also pass, this is also pass. So pass marks is equal to pass marks. Now this 0 will get cancelled, 2 5 ja and 2 2 ja, means 2x divided by 5, and this is 185 plus 15 becomes 200. After cross multiplication we can write 2x as it is, 2x multiplied by 1 2x, and 200 multiplied by 5 this as it is. Now x is equal to 200 multiplied by 5 divided by 2, 2 1 ja 2 and 2 1 ja 2, 2 times 0 means 100. So 100 multiplied by 5 is 500. Hence we can say the total marks X is equal to 500. This is the answer. I hope you will understand. Now friends, your homework, exercise 7B. Okay, question number just a minute. Now look at let us see question number 13 to 25. These are very simple questions. First understand, then solve. Okay, if you have any doubt or queries, questions, please comment in the comment box below. Write your name, roll number, class. Have a nice day.